On the bedsides now on the 76 J10, and it's gonna be like a 3 to 5 minute long video. So I realize people love shorts, but this one I have to talk a little bit more. So far I cut this panel out right here. This is the rotten side panel that used to be right there, and I also had to cut out the remnants. You see this piece right here where it curves down. This actually connected to the inner wall floor. That's why these all rusted out. Now this looks like crap, and the reason why is because I had to actually weld this back on, and I had a feeling, because this one is disconnected and this panel actually pops way out, that if I cut this whole thing out, this panel would pop out, and of course that's what it did. So the panel was like way out here, so I had to push this back in and just kind of weld it into the panel right there to keep it from bowing way out, so that way when I get the new piece in, I can, you know, line this up to the upper and bottom panel. And as I said, I cut this out because there used to be just like remnants of it right here. You can see the spot welds or the pinch welds for it right here on this panel. I had to cut all that out, grind it down smooth, as clean as I can get it. I'll paint it with a rust reformer. This is the inner wall, and these welds are from when I welded the bed to the floor, or sorry, the bed floor, the new bed floor to the outer, sorry, the new bed floor to the inner wall. And the reason why it's not painted is because I couldn't get to it until now. So this is prior rust from before I worked on it, so it didn't really rust that much where I welded. Just need to clean that up and paint it. You know, paint on the inside of here. Now this panel in here, I couldn't get my cutting wheel inside to get this nasty rod out. I had to cut it as much as I could, you can see, and then kind of, you know, wiggle the pieces out. I'm gonna have to take a square piece of steel, put it on the outside like my hand is, and then weld it from the inside just to kind of cover this piece right here. I know this needs to come out, but the only way I can get to that is by removing the actual bed off the frame, and I'm doing this by myself, and I have no means to do this. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to damage something. I don't have the equipment to do that, so I'm just going to have to do what I mentioned right there. But this piece is okay. It's fine. The lower section of it, you know, this is going to have to be cut out and replaced down here, but the upper piece is fine. That's good. So I just need to weld in a new piece, and the new piece I'm welding in, obviously I'm going to trace the old one on there and weld it in, and I'm just going to weld it to the bottom down here. So it's just going to be a few welds, you know, maybe not a full weld because I'm just going to body filler it, I think. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do a full weld on there. And then I have to work on this section right here. That piece I cut out because the flange was rotten. You can see the L shape. The flange right here was completely gone. So that has to be fixed. The inner wheel wells I can't get to clean, so they're just going to have to be scraped with a screwdriver and clean it as best as I can, and then rust reform that. But the inner part is really not that bad. If I can get inside of there, it's actually really good. You can see, I don't know if I can see it on camera, but it's not rusted. It's still got its galvanized coating. They never painted these things. They just put a galvanized zinc coating on there. Once I put the new piece on, I can obviously get it, you know, from down here and, you know, paint the inside, you know, once I weld it on there. So this is not too difficult. It's just a little more time consuming than the rest of this was. So when I'm done with this section, then I got to go over here and work on that one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.